Welcome back to the bass bench, and this may be the only bass case you will need. It is the Guv Gear Kapsule Duo 2 bass, and I've been using this thing for over 2.5 years. So this is going to be a review. It's going to be my experience of using this case, the cons, the pros, and how I pack it when I use it. So why I got this bass case in the first place, I talked about it a little bit in my unboxing of this thing, was that I ride a bicycle or a scooter to my rehearsals, and I needed something that I could pack everything into, and this was the thing that I thought was going to accomplish that. And let me tell you, it absolutely did. But even if you drive, I think this thing would be excellent for you as well, because honestly, it just removes so much hassle when it comes to other things. But we're going to get to that a bit later. So we're going to go over the different aspects of this and what I thought about each of them. So first, starting with the top, it's like a soft shell top, and it's been perfectly fine protecting my stuff. Like, this isn't the hard part of the case. The hard part is the bottom. It's got this carbon fiber looking base. But anyway, let's open it up here. And this is where most of the storage is, apart from the actual instruments themselves, with these 4 pockets. And I've been able to fill this up with anything I needed. So like, I'd have my bass head in here, I had my cables, picks, spare batteries, and even when you're flying with it, I've been able to add a few more things in there as well, which has been great. But coming back down here, we can see that there's actually a lock here, and this is something that you can use to make sure that nobody can get into it just by zipping it open. And there's a combination lock here that you can change, but it's just set to 000 because I didn't actually use that part. You just press that button, which lets you open up the main compartment here. And something that someone mentioned on my last video, they wanted to know about this actual separation, and it's quite rigid. It is very rigid. So it's got foam on either side of this, and it also has what it feels like probably a very solid plastic. So you can see I can flex it, but it's solid. It's not like something in here is going to put pressure on the instrument or vice versa. It has plenty of protection. And then this is the main compartment here, where we have this piece for separation to separate the instruments, and we have a little spot there where you can put strings or cables or whatnot. And overall, this has been fantastic. I've been able to bring my basses, any 6-string alto basses that I have as well, have been able to fit in here, which is great. And I haven't had any problems with anything getting broken or damaged at all. So that part of it has been fantastic. But let's look at the back here, and this is something that I really like. One, obviously, is the backpack straps. So here we go, these pop out, and then they connect up here where you can wear this thing as a backpack. And that's usually how I would use it. But another way that I'd use it, so if I was flying, I have flown with this thing on two occasions, excuse me, and it's been excellent. And what you do is just pop in these wheels and helps you roll it around, which is really nice. They're like skateboard wheels. So that's been awesome, actually hauling this thing around. And I think it's probably my most favorite thing about it is just that, right? It did the job that I wanted it to do. So I want to talk about the cons. And honestly, there's only a few. I've been really enjoying this. One is durability. And while it's definitely held up, you can see there's some damage here and there. Whatever, that's what it's for. It's protecting this stuff on the inside. But one part in particular, let me flip this thing back over so you can see where it's attached to the actual case. It's separated with this. I'm not going to pull at that anymore. I don't want to make it worse, but yeah, that's a little issue. But as far as durability, that and the actual little handle from here coming off of the zipper, that's been my only issues with durability over 2.5 years. And another thing is waterproofness. It's not waterproof. I have ridden with it in the rain for about 20-25 minutes on my electric scooter, and what would happen is there'd be a little bit of moisture in here. It'd be wet at the bottom here, which not great, not ideal. I actually started bringing a plastic bag with me to cover up my bass head just for that reason. But other than that, I never had any actual problems. But anyway, let's pack this thing out. I want to show you what it looks like when I use it on a daily basis. So starting here with the bass head, this is something that I just pop right into this compartment here, which fits perfectly, along with the cable that's already in there. The next thing would just be accessories, so more cables, any kind of picks I needed, batteries, money, or a few wobbly pops if you need some of those, and cables for the pedal board. And that stuff would all fit nicely in here. So we close that guy up and we open up the main compartment, and that's where the money is, right? This is where I would typically throw in my bass in the back. The bass fits fine in here. Sometimes you might take these off if you wanted to, but it doesn't matter. And then you throw this guy on top. And then what I would do is put my pedal board in here just like that and close her all up. And that is more or less, usually a few more things in here, just knickknacks and paddywhacks, but there you go, it's good to go. Now, from there, it's pretty heavy. You can lift it, right? You can roll it, or you can put it on your back, and from there, it's been actually fantastic to get this thing to and from my gigs or to rehearsals. And the big thing about that is that it really removes a lot of different bags, because while it may be heavy, I'm no longer carrying, 3, 4, 5 bags. This right here, think about it. I need my case for my bass. I had a bag for my pedal board. I had a bag for my head. I have a backpack with a few stuff in it, whatever it had to be, extra cords and cables and things like that. There you go. There's 4 already. And if I wanted to pack in, say, one of my 6-string alto basses, like this one here. It's a 5-string right now. It's missing one. I could do that. I could really do that. Look, it fits in there. We have these little pieces that go here to give it some extra cushion. It came with it. They're in the closet right now. And then I could put my pedal board in here too. That's what would have been five bags now into one. And it just makes it so much easier to get everything to the places where I'm going, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, 2.5 years with this thing. It's been fantastic. I've flown with it twice. Both times totally fine. I had to pay a little extra fee for oversized baggage, but it came through in the carousel afterwards. No problems. So I'm hoping this thing's gonna last a lot longer. My only concern really is the stitching that might be falling apart like I showed earlier. But otherwise, this thing's amazing. It's incredible. There it is, the Guv Gear Kapsule Duo Bass. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. This has been the Bass Bench. Thank you for watching.
What do you think, Izzy? Is it a good case? Good place to clean up. Yeah.